sure to check out Ageless Geeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Neca Toys Predator 30th Anniversary Unmasked Jungle Hunter Predator. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at my slightly crushed box here. So we do get the basic style box for the Neca Predator 30th Anniversary series. So we do get the one right there on the front of the box, and I could tell the bottom right mandible on the Predator did get smushed up on the window, so now it is warped and I'm going to have to try to fix it. Thanks for packaging this pretty crappy, Neca. And then the bottom here, we do get an image of the figure. I believe it looks really good. I can't tell if it's the figure or the actual Jungle Hunter Predator. Then it does say Predator, Jungle Hunter, Unmasked. And then the bottom of the box here, we do get the barcode and beloved bust open, nobody cares about. And then here's the top of the box, says warning, blah, 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 age 17 and up. Then here's the one side of it with a cool image of the Jungle Hunter there, and also says 30th Anniversary. Then the other side, pretty much the same thing, but with no image of the figure, and does say Predator. And then the back, we do get another cool image of the Jungle Hunter, and then we do have the other figures in the 30th Anniversary series, and it does have a little bio. So if you would like to read it, you can pause it right now and read it on up. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure to take a closer look at this classic version, Unmasked Predator. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and like usual, Neca does a beautiful job when it comes to the paint and sculpt detail on their Neca Predator figures. Now, I was a little worried because I thought this possibly could be a bootleg because there is such a strong chemical smell coming off it, which I believe is from the paint, and it's so strong it was giving me freaking headaches. But people have said this particular Jungle Hunter Predator, or even the Ultimate Edition, had that strong chemical smell to it. Another thing is, I made the torso joint go as far forward as I could, and I rubbed off some of the paint. So those two little things are kind of throwing up like signs maybe it could be a bootleg, but from what I've been hearing from other collectors, it is legit. So the head sculpt I think turned out fantastic on this Unmasked Jungle Hunter Predator. The reason why I got this and didn't wait for the Ultimate Edition, because the Ultimate Edition's unmasked head has the closed mouth and mandible. I wanted a version of the Jungle Hunter with the open mouth and mandible unmasked head sculpt. So that is why I got this and didn't just wait for the Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator. The mandibles, the teeth, and everything inside of the mouth look fantastic. Very nice sculpt detail all throughout the skin. I like the sculpted texture on their skin. The top of the head looks great. The eyes are both painted, looking in the same direction. Then we do get the rubbery, soft plastic pred dreads, which are all individual. We have the gold jewels on there as well, and they all look dope. They always do an awesome job with their Predators. Neca. Then we do get a couple of trophy necklaces. So we do have my favorite, which is like more of an actual necklace, which looks really cool on there. Then we do get this one with some like creature or animal skulls on it, and then we do get this one with like some spinal cords on it, and it is on like a rope. You can remove them if you really wanted to, but it does add a lot to the Predator here. Now the torso, the netting looks great, a little sloppy around here, and where the torso cuts here from the joint, a little sloppy on the upper torso at the bottom right there with the netting, but other than that, the rest of it looks great. I do like the way the skin tone looks. Then we do get the armor here with the straps going under and over the arm, which is a separate piece. The armor looks great. Neca always does a fantastic job with the armor on their Predator figures. I just don't like these tubes because they do hinder the articulation, especially this one right here. And this one on other Predators always break off on me, so I'm going to try to be extra careful with this one here. And then on the back there, we do get the continuation of his armor, which looks great. The straps as well. I love how you can see the stitching on the straps. That looks sick. And then the back with the netting and everything looks pretty cool too. Now for the arms here, we do get more armor on his left arm, as you can see around the bicep and on the shoulder there. And beautiful job with the sculpt and paint. If you look on the armor, we have like a little bit of like battle damage marks, and they don't look that great. They look alright. I'm not the biggest fan of them, but what can you do? And then we do have a tube that connects from the bicep down to his device right there. Be careful with the elbow articulation because these can break off very easily. And the device turned out really nice too. And when you open it, we do have a little bit of the Predator language on there, and my right hinge popped out. I like how this one has the like countdown for him about to blow himself up. So definitely cool idea. Then the right side, we just get a little piece of armor on the upper right shoulder, and then we do get the wrist blade gauntlet, and you can slide the blades out to extend them or retract them, and both the gauntlets look great on this figure. Then we do get his loincloth, which kind of has like a translucent look to it, but we get some nice shading on it, some nice sculpted wrinkles. We do have a plate of armor to protect his predator genitals. Then we do have a belt right here with a buckle that looks pretty good. And we get some nice sculpt and paint on the metal pieces right there. Then the back, we do get a piece of loincloth hanging down here, and it does have some nice shading all throughout it, some nice sculpted wrinkles. I like the little pouch here as well. You can see some stitching on the belt right there, which looks really cool. Then we do get 2 plates of armor on the side of his thighs, which look great. And they are softer, rubbery type plastic, so they won't get in the way too much of the articulation. And then the netting looks great on the legs right there. I love the way the brown blends in with that yellow for the skin tone. And then we do get the armor on the knees and the lower legs, which also looks great. Beautiful paint and sculpt all throughout this figure. And then the feet here, we do get his predator toenails, which are very sharp. And then we do get his predator sandals as well. Nice sculpt and paint on them. And then you can see the bottom with his predator sandals and some peg holes. But overall, Neca, like usual, does a beautiful job when it comes to the paint and sculpt detail on their predator figures. And this Jungle Hunter turned out just as awesome, and I can't be any more happy with how the detail turned out. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we really don't get a whole bunch included with this 30th anniversary Unmasked Jungle Hunter Predator. I do wish they included a couple more things, and one thing I thought they did include was not just the skull with the spinal cord here. I thought they included just a skull as well. That's another thing that makes me think this could possibly be a bootleg, or maybe when they did the reissue of the 30th anniversary figures, they didn't include him with just the skull and just gave that, or maybe the first time around they just gave that without the skull. So I'm not entirely sure why there is no skull included with this Unmasked Jungle Hunter Predator. But what we do get with this figure, we do get 3 alternate hands. And starting on the top here, we do get 1 left gripping hand, which is meant for him to grip onto his trophy, which is the skull and vertebrae. And then we do get a pair of open hands, which I always love when we get a pair of open hands with a Predator figure. I feel like they should always include a pair of open hands and a pair of fists with all their Predator figures, and we get some beautiful sculpt and paint detail throughout all 3 of them, and they aren't too difficult to swap out. The ones with the pegs that we're getting now are more difficult to swap out compared to the ball peg hands here. The skull with the vertebrae trophy, and then we do get the plasma caster. So we do get the skull here with the spinal cord connected to it, which is Jungle Hunter's trophies, or one of his trophies here, and Neca does a beautiful job with the paint and sculpt detail on this. I love the way the skull looks. That looks so damn awesome. Really great job on this. This isn't like a bendy wire. Would be cool if it was, but oh well. Very cool accessory for a Predator. And then finally we do get the plasma caster, which is pretty much basic to be included with a Predator figure, and beautiful sculpt and paint detail throughout the entire plasma caster here. And then the cannon looks dope too. I do wish they included the blast effect. I know that's included with the Ultimate Jungle Hunter. And we do have a hinge on the bottom and then a ball peg on the top right there. You can like bring it all the way down for when he's not using it. And the way you get it on is very simple. I'll show you how to put it on right now. And the way you get the plasma caster on is basic when it comes to Neca's Predator figures. And these ones are my favorite, unlike the AVP plasma casters, because those ones fall off so easily. These ones peg in much more securely. So we do have a peg on the top and the bottom, and the peg inserts are up here on the left shoulder and then down here on the bottom. So what I do is I peg in the bottom one first, then you slide the top peg into the top notch, and then there you go. As simple as that. And they look awesome once you have them on the Predators, but the only thing is when you articulate the head around, sometimes the dreads will knock it off the joint there. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with this Jungle Hunter Predator. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review, shall we? Now for the height of the Jungle Hunter Predator. To the very top of his head, it looks like he's just shy of 8 inches tall, and the Jungle Hunter Predator body is one of the smaller size Predator figures that Neca does make in this line. And then here he is compared to the Neca Ultimate Edition Ahab Predator, the Jungle Extraction Dutch, the updated Enforcer Predator, and the Fugitive Predator. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Thanos and Infinity War Hulk, and the NECA AVP Ancient Warrior and Hornhead Predator. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectible Smoke, the SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mifex Justice League Batman, and the Figmo Black Swordsman Guts. And then here he is compared to the SH Figure Arts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, we do have the basic movement for the new updated Predator figure. So we do have a ball peg at the neck here, and you can get Jungle Hunter to look up that much. It does look down pretty good. We do get nice pivot there, and then it does swivel as well. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso right here. Doesn't really go forward and back too much, just a tiny bit. And then we do get just a little bit of pivot and then slight swivel. The waist here really doesn't move forward and back at all, really doesn't pivot, but you do get better swivel there. So not the best torso and waist movement that I have seen on a NECA Predator figure. Now for the arms here, you can get them out about 90 degrees. This one looks like it goes out a little bit more compared to the left one. And when you move the arm up and down on the left arm, be careful of that tube. I wouldn't push it really any further than that, but it does go up and down. We do get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in. Piece of paint came off, bends in a lot more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely good. We do have the swivel at the gauntlet on both sides. Then we do have a ball peg on the wrist, so you can move it all around, and it does swivel as well. And as I mentioned, the blades do shift out, and then you can retract them as well. Be careful of those blades. They're very delicate on every NECA Predator figure. Now for the legs here, Jungle Hunter really can't kick forward too much because his loincloth does hinder his leg movement. As you can see, it goes out about 45 degrees. It doesn't go to the back too much. And then let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it here, and he almost can actually. So nice outward movement with the legs, and we do get that upper thigh swivel. We do have double jointed knees that bend back all the way, so that's definitely good. Then we do have a ball peg on the ankle, so it does swivel. Hinges up and down, not too much, and really not good pivot. I mean, it's alright for a NECA Predator figure, but overall, it has some pretty good articulation, but I have seen much better on NECA's Predator figures. You'll be able to get them in some alright type of Predator-like poses. I'm about to show you some of them right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the NECA 30th Anniversary Unmasked Jungle Hunter Predator. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure between a 1 through 10, I'd have to give it an even 7. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine on eBay, so you could either get this on eBay or Amazon, or you could wait later this month for the reissue of the Ultimate Edition Jungle Hunter, which will have more accessories and everything. And Agelessgeeks does not get NECA Predators in stock, but you can get your other figures and collectibles from Agelessgeeks.com, or I would recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. On the bottom, that's either the 30th anniversary, then the other side, pretty much same thing. On the bottom of the box here, we do get the warning and blah 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 blah. It doesn't say warning, just the damn barcode, you bastard. So now it is warped, and I'm gonna have to try to fix it. The Ultimate Edition Enforcer and the Infinity War Hulk and the NECA Ancient Warrior. The SH Figure Arts Sage Mode Naruto, the Mifex Suchibiri Chubiriba. And starting on the top here, we do the